Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to another amazing episode of your favorite podcast, The Journey Called Love. It's Damlola Daisy, and I give practical guides to doing love and relationship the right way. Welcome once again. In today's episode, we are going to be looking at 10 signs you found the right partner. For a lot of us, we are confused as to if this particular person we are in a relationship with right now is the right person for us, and if we are ready to actually commit to that person, we need to decide whether or not the person is right for us before we are able to come to a place where in our mind we are ready to be committed to forever with that person. But before I go into the signs, right, I have about 5 steps, 5 things that you need to know before you begin to consider whether or not someone is the right person for you. First of all, of course, you know that before you begin to think whether somebody is the right person for you, both of you must have been like in a form of relationship, right? Before you are at a point where you have to decide whether or not the person is right for you, it means that you guys already know each other to an extent. So first is, of course, you have to have known the person to an extent before you come to decide or whether or not the person is right. Then again, another thing is also, I think first it should be top on the list, is to know yourself. There is nothing as beautiful as self-awareness. And yes, we are as adults, we are evolving, because who you were 5 years ago is definitely not who you are right now. So there is change. They say change is the only constant thing, right? So there is change that we actually experience every day of our life. So it's very important that you know yourself, because at the end of the day, you attract you. Yes, you attract someone that is like you. Maybe not like totally alike, but you attract your kind. Yes, you do. Trust me, you do. So it's very important that you know yourself. That's number 2. First, I said, of course, before you want to consider signs or as to whether the person is right or wrong, you must have known the person. There have to be some things you know about the person to that will be yardstick for your decision, right? Then you have to know yourself. This is very, very important. Another thing is that you have to know what you define as right, because I so much believe that what you consider to be, or who you consider to be the right one, will be definitely different from who your friends considering to be the right one. As we have different spec, we also have, our definition of the right one is different. So you have to, and that's like saying, know what you want. First of all, what do you want? What's the version of right that you are looking for? If possible, write down a list. I know that when people hear write down a list, it's like, okay, now you want to write all that can answer. It must be rich. It must be rich. You must have estate in Banana Island. Like one of my very favorite YouTuber would say, not really YouTuber, but influencer would say, maybe we should give you your own clay and you'll mold the person by yourself. Definitely know what I'm trying to say here. When I say write a list, I am saying write a list of non-negotiables, of things that you know that are very, very important to you. Well, some people will even still say that. Anyway, stuff that can answer is very important to them. And money, right? But I'm actually talking about values here. I'm talking about things that without them, the relationship would not even be possible. It won't even happen, right? So be sure that you are focusing on the internals. The internals much more than you're focusing on the externals. The externals, they are definitely great stuff. Who doesn't want a fine boy or a fine lady, right? But you have to be sure that you are focusing more on the internals of that person, the values, the mindset, everything inside, much more than you are focusing on the surface, right? So when I say write a list, I'm saying write a list of internals that you cannot negotiate, your non-negotiable. So you have to stream down your list to your non-negotiables, right? And then be sure that you are also the right person before you come to say, oh, what are the signs to know whether or not this person is right for me? Be sure that you are also right for the person, right? Because at the end of the day, it does not make any sense that he is right for you and you are wrong for him, or that she is right for you and you are wrong for her. So be sure. Or when I say be sure, I'm not saying it's not a thing of checking, it's a thing of growing into becoming a better person, growing into becoming someone that is right for the other person. So work towards, let me not use be sure, let me say work towards becoming the right person as well. Become Mr. Right. It's not enough that you are looking for the right person, you also need to be that person, be the right person, right? So we'll get right into our list. Like I said, I have, or maybe I've not said it, I have 2 bonus, so I said 10 signs, but they're like 2 extra, so we have 12 signs. First of all, I said non-negotiable. So I'm going to have a subheading and then I'll explain. First is what? Non-negotiables. And yeah, I say do you both tick off your non-negotiables? Yeah, it's like a question. Do you tick off? So a sign, or one very good sign that this person is right for you, is if both of you are ticking off your non-negotiables. I'm going to be talking a lot around both of you, because I am not going to preach that he is right for you and then you're not right for him, right? So both of you have to tick off your non-negotiables. I don't know what they are for you. For you, it could be honesty. You want an honest man. For you, it could be kindness. You want a kind man. For you, it could be God-fearing. For you, it could be an hard-working man. For you, it could be a driven man, a passionate man, a man that loves children. I mean, there are so many values, so many things we want in our partner, right? So make sure, one very important sign that this person could be right for you is that they are ticking off your non-negotiables. And then you should not say yes to them if they don't. That's why they are called non-negotiables. They are things that you cannot negotiate. Sign 2 is peace. Of course, peace is a generally accepted sign when it comes to anything, not even just relationship. So sign 2 is, are you at peace with that person? Are you at peace around them? Are you at peace with them? Because you could be at peace around them and then you guys are constantly fighting and arguing, and then you're not really at peace with them. But when you are around, you guys then make up, and then that's all, and then you fight again, and then when you come back, you make up again, and then that's like the cycle that you guys run. So be sure to check. Another sign is, are you at peace with them? Are you at peace around them? Are you scared around them? Are you nervous? Do you feel bothered? Do you feel a strangeness in your spirit? Are you at peace? Are you unsettled? This is a very important sign. I feel like peace is a sign that transcends just being right or wrong as per relationship. It also has to do with other decisions you make in life. So another second sign is if you are at peace with them, if you are at peace around them, if you are at peace also with the idea of being together. Yes, it's different. If you are at peace with the idea of being together forever. Of course, we are saying right person as in marriage, right? So are you at peace with the idea of being together forever? Sign 3 would be sensitivity. Well, I'm terming it sensitivity, and what I mean is that how sensitive are they to your feelings, or are you to their feelings as well? A sign to know whether somebody is right for you is to also check how sensitive they are to you. How sensitive are they to the things that bother you, to your imperfection? Are they sensitive people, or they are really insensitive people? How do they handle bad situations that concerns you? How do they handle their anger, right? Do they get angry and then threaten to end the relationship? Do they get angry and then scatter everything? How do they handle their anger? And as well, in the same vein, how do you handle, how sensitive are you to them? How sensitive are you to their needs? How sensitive are you to their imperfection? How sensitive are you to their hurt and their pain? like I said, is a two-way street. So how sensitive are they to you, to your needs, to your imperfection, to your hurt, to your pain, to the things that bother you? And how sensitive are you to the things that also bother them? Because it is not okay alone that they are right for you. You also have to be right for them. That's what makes it a right marriage, right? Sign 4 is your belief system. Do you share the same or similar belief? Do you both love the Lord? Do you put God in focus? How much of God are you both, pursuing? How much of God are you both following? How much growth are you pursuing in God? How much of the things of God are you both doing? Another very important sign that somebody is right for you is that they are following God as doggedly as you are, or at least they have the tendency or they have the desire to grow in God as much as you also want to grow in God. That's another sign. Sign 5 is a sign of respect. They respect you and they are also responsible. Not just responsible as in they earn decent or they work decent, but responsible as in they feel responsible towards you. You are responsible towards each other. You are responsible for the way the other person interprets what you say. This is not a relationship where you're saying that, well, I don't care how he interprets what I've said. I mean, this is what I mean. I don't care what he understood it as. You are responsible for what that person is thinking about what you said or how the person interprets what you said. You are also responsible in a way for the person's well-being. Yes, and this is not me talking about financial responsibility and all of that, because even when we say, let's talk about it like plainly, you're also financially responsible for them. So how responsible are they for you, or how responsible are you for them? Because you also need to check if you feel responsible for them, if you feel the same way that they are feeling, for you. So how responsible are they for you? How much do they respect you? How much do you respect them? Respect, yeah, trust me, is not in words. Respect is more in action. How much do they respect your feelings? Do they respect your ideas? Do they respect your opinions? Do they respect your growth process? How much do they respect your growth process? How much do they respect your ideologies? How much do they respect, the things that has to do with your mindset, right? Another sign is that of attraction. Physical attraction can never, ever, ever be overemphasized. As much as it's not the major thing, like I said in the beginning, you should not focus on the external. It is a very important thing. How much are you attracted to them? One sign that this person is for you or this person is right is that you are attracted to them. And yes, when I say attraction, I do not just mean physical attraction. I am talking, it could be physical for you. You might not actually be physically, it might not be the shape and the face or the beauty that is attractive to you. It could be the intelligence. It could be how smart he or she is. It could be the mindset. Maybe the person has a very rich mindset, a very optimistic behavior, It could be that. It could be their aura. It could even be their spirituality, how fervent they are in the things of God. It could really be anything. But there has to be an attraction. There has to be something to work on. So one very good sign that this person is right for you is that you are attracted to them. Like when you remove every other thing, you are still attracted to them. Even in the midst of their imperfection, you are attracted to them, right? Another very good sign or another very major sign is that they are now committed to your goals and your vision. First, you have shared vision and goals. You guys are heading in the same direction. This is very, very important. Even the Bible says that two cannot work together except they are agreed, right? So one major sign or another sign that somebody is the right person for you is that you have your goals, your visions are in the same direction. And when I say in the same direction, I'm not saying that he wants to be a doctor and he wants to be a nurse, like he's medical, Abby. No, that's not what I mean. I'm saying that they are not going to affect each other. Even when they are intertwined, it will still blend together. Nobody is going to say, oh, can you just step down on this your career you're doing because I have to pursue mine? Your goals, your vision, you have a shared vision, you have shared goals, you are compatible in your goal. Okay, I think that's the right word. Compatibility in goals. So they don't have to be similar, but they have to blend together. They have to be goals that when both of you are pursuing them, no one is stopping the other and no one is affecting the other. So yes, that is a major sign. And also another sign is also that you're committed to each other that way, committed to each other goals, committed to each other vision, committed to each other purpose, and then committed to ensuring that you both fulfill purpose, you both achieve your vision and your goals. Yes, I'm using both because, like I said, or like I have been saying, it's very important that it is both of you and not just you. So, as much as they are committed to you, are you also committed to them? Because it's also a sign that they are the right person for you. Then, sign number 8 is that you desire to grow together. There is a desire to become better for them. And this is not from a place of, oh, let me just do my best because he's complaining, or let me just pretend just so that she'll stop nagging. No, this is from a place of, I love this lady, I love this guy, and I believe that he deserves so much more from me. I've not been so sensitive to his needs. I can do better with this. I've not been so selfless in this relationship. I can do better. Now, it's a sign that you are with the right person when the person is able to come to that place where they desire to be better for you, not just like sincerely desire to be better for you because they so believe that you deserve it, right? So desire to be better for you, and of course the other way, you also desire to be better for them because you believe that they deserve better. And then you also desire their growth. Another sign that somebody is right for you is that they desire your growth. They are not comfortable when you're just at the spot. They're not comfortable when you're on a spot. They desire to move you forward. They desire to watch you grow. They are not jealous of your growth process. They are not disrupting or destroying your plans for your life. They are supportive and they want to see you grow. That is another sign that this person is right where they should be, right for you. Another very important sign, which is first, these signs are not arranged in any order of priority or in any form, in any order actually. So another sign is God approves of it. A sign that somebody is right for you. The major, of course, the first, if you are a Christian and you love the Lord, is that you've told God about it and He has approved it. This on this actually, you have to also be careful because we are humans and God's will today might actually do something wrong or fall out of God's plan, and then God has to give you someone else, because there is no just one God's will for it's not, there's a man for every woman, yes, but it's not just one and that's all. No, there are other options. So what I'm trying to say is that as much as God's approval is very important, it's also important for you to know when God is saying it's time to leave, because that could happen because you're dealing with a human being, right? You're dealing with a human being, and then, like I said, change is the only thing that is constant. Another sign is, of course, love. And when I say love, I am not just saying that your emotions. I'm not just saying the freaky you feel in your tummy and the butterflies. I'm talking about love as in 1 Corinthians chapter 13, right? Love as in 1 Corinthians chapter 13. The kind love, kind, patient, long suffering, doesn't keep record of wrong. All of those. We treated that in the episode "What is Love?" Right? If you followed the podcast, you would have listened to that. And if you have not, you can definitely. I'm going to attach a link to it on the YouTube channel, so you can definitely go listen to it. So love as in all of that, not the emotions. Love as in forgiveness. Another sign that somebody is right for you is that they are able to forgive you as much as you are also able to forgive them. Remember that we are talking about both ways. So they are able to forgive. Well, forgiveness is in stages. I mean, we are all growing into these things. They are not things that somebody has just mastered it all, and then it comes to the relationship to show you all the inner boasting skills that he has already gathered. Because these things we all grow into it, right? So, but it's very important that you are a great forgiver. And a sign that somebody is right for you is that they are able to hear you out, and then forgive you, as the case may be, right? Then additionally, I also have sincerity. A sincere man or woman is definitely a right person for you. I've had experience, let me not say, I've had experience of liking someone or okaying someone, if that English is correct. Okaying someone, because they were sincere, right? Honesty does it for me. Like, for me, I feel like if you can be very sincere and honest, then I have nothing to fear. There's a form of safety that comes with being sincere with the other person. So another sign that this person is right for you is that they are sincere. They are totally, and this is not a sincerity. Of course, sincerity is not tainted. It's either you're sincere or you're not, right? So they are totally sincere with you. They are genuine. They are honest. Totally sincere. Then bonus sign number 2 is that they are ready to put in the work. Yes, they are ready to put in the work, because relationship is work. In fact, I can't permit me to say that relationship is hard work. It's a lot of work, and it only makes sense, or they are only right for you. You should only say yes to that person if you have, found out, of if you have come to know that they are ready to commit, they are ready to put in the work. Because, like I said, it's a phase where that you cannot. How they say, marriage is a school on its own. It's a place where you cannot really totally be done with learning and studying and putting in the work. So the person is right for you, or you're right for the person, if you both are ready to put in the work for the success of that marriage or relationship, as the case may be. And this brings me to the end of my signs, of the list I have. So these are the signs. I'm going to run through them again just before I end this episode. First, they take your non-negotiable. 2, you are at peace around them and with them. 3, they are sensitive to your imperfection. They are sensitive to your needs. They are sensitive to your hurt and your pain. 4, you have the similar belief. You love the Lord the same way. You are interested in growing into God the same way. 5, you have respect for each other and you are responsible towards each other. 6, you are attracted to each other. Must not be physical. Actually, there are other levels and types of attraction. 7, you share goals and vision that are compatible, that when they are blended together, none is affecting the other. 8, you both desire to grow. You desire to become better for the person. You desire for the person to also become better, even first for themselves. 9, God approves of that relationship. God is in it. God is the focus, and God approves. 10, you love the person. He or she loves you. He or she loves you. 11, they are sincere, totally sincere with you. 12, they are definitely ready to put in the work. These are signs that they are right for you. And if you do not see any of these signs, you should definitely not say yes, whether it is to a relationship or to a marriage. Thank you for listening. Till I come your way again in the next episode, do well to take care of yourself. Stay loved, stay happy, and stay you. Bye, guys.